Hi guys, it's Shantele here. So I am using the Clit Kit December kit, which was called Lemonade. It had the majority of the Dear Lizzie Stargazer stuff in it. So let's get started. The 12 by 12 sheet I am using is, I think it's Marigold Merriment. I think that's what it was called. But it was really pretty. It reminded me of the stars and stuff like that. Hence the collection name. Anyways, so I also pulled from my stash. I had the 6 by 6 paper pad of that collection. So these are the papers that I pulled. At first I thought I was going to use all of them, and then I was like, no, I'm just going to use this pretty blue one with all the constellations on it and the yellow one, but I do end up changing my mind later on, and you'll see. I kind of goofed up. I didn't quite have my photo positioned right, but I was able to go back and pull it off easily and try again. So that is that. So now I'm going to glue it onto this yellow one. This all the colors that I'd picked you can find in the picture of my son. He's sleeping here. He had a really long night this night, so that's why I'm documenting this. So that is what I'm doing at the moment right now, is that. I also had no real plan of how I wanted my layout to go. I had some idea, but I love how it turns out in the end. So I am pulling off these stickers. They did not come in the kit. They were actually from my stash. I had bought them previously, and they are the magical. And I knew the counting stars one. I know he's sleeping, but I figured that would work too. Besides, well, I could use him at another time, but I'll use it now. And I do like the fact that they kind of come out a bit, the star part, so I'm able to rest my photo in between there. So here I knew I wanted to have a couple of these punch outs, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to put them on the left corner at the top here. I'm going to do a little cluster up there. I knew I wanted to do something like that, I just didn't know how I wanted it to go yet. So this is where I'm like, well, you know what? It's going to make my photo pop a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to commit, and I'm going to use those other papers that I had also pulled for this. Using my powder tool because I didn't want it to be too sticky at the moment and wreck some of my paper, because that has been known to happen, especially when I've punched out different shapes and stuff like that. So that's why I did that. And just using my Fisker paper, what would it be called? Paper cutter. I love it. I had it for many years now. So I'm going to come back in and glue it down to this green piece and do that all over again. And done. So I'm going back through looking to see, yeah, I like how that looks, but now how and where do I want that to be? And I definitely do like that. I think that looks really pretty. Or cute. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Like I said, I had no plan at the real beginning. I just knew I had some idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm going to settle on where I know I want to lay my photo down. I'm thinking a little bit more. I do know I like it a little bit more over there because I want to use this heart, not that way, but I want to use it actually above the photo and do a little bit of journaling on there. So, like I said, I'm going to finally glue everything down. I do come back in after I'm done this process video and actually glue down that counting the stars, because they tend to pop off if you don't. So, like I said, I knew I wanted to do that heart just like that, and then I wanted that constellation little piece from the ephemera pack to go on the side. When I do finally glue it down, it does hang off a little bit, but I cut it off. You'll see that in the still photos. The star I definitely wanted to use, and it says that green ephemera piece says Fun Day Friday. And I knew that this was on Friday, so I knew I wanted that at the corner. I thought that looked really cute. Just going through some of the stuff that I knew I wanted to use. The heart is actually from my stash, and then the little white square thing, it says remember these moments, is also from my stash. I'm trying to start pulling stuff from my stash as well as stuff from the kit, because I have to start doing that. I have to. And nobody says you have to just use the kit. And sometimes I get in that thinking that I do. So here's where you can see it just hangs off just a little bit, but when I do cut it, I don't really cut any of the stars, so it's all good. And then I'm putting that one down at the bottom. I'm going to use that flare that says little things. And then now I'm going to decide how I want to do my cluster at the top here. At first, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought, I'll cut these in half and do something, and then I was like, oh, that looks awful, so I do end up gluing it back just to its normal circle shape, I guess is what I'm trying to say here, so I don't venture too far out of there. And then place that down. In my mind, I guess you could say it was kind of like planets or something like that, now that I'm thinking about it. Just something different. So I'm putting down this cute little star that I have also from my stash, and then I'm going through and seeing, because I pulled out a whole bunch of stuff that I thought I'd like to use. The clock, I know, I just figured sleeping, you wake up to alarm clock. So that was my reasoning for that one. Here I am pulling out some white star sequins. These been in my stash. I'm not sure where they came from. I'm sure it's from one of the kits a while ago. I'm not sure which one. So yeah, I just knew I just want to lay them out and use them because, well, counting the stars. So I'm coming back in with a glue pen. I got this at my local scrapbooking store. It is by Concord Creations, I think is what it says. It's really tiny rating. Turbo precision pen. So that's what I'm using to glue down all my sequins. I'm also going to my little handy goodies. I put all my cute little wood veneers in there. Right now I'm pulling out a couple of the stars. I love these. I have so many packs left. I will be sad when I finally do use them all up. But anyways, and I'm using the same pen to glue them all down again. I'm going to put 3 at the bottom and then also 3 at the top, my top cluster there. There, I'm deciding, is there anything else I want to add? And I know oh yes, I'm going to go in with my journaling. I do goof up, but that's okay. It reads, Asher just fell asleep after Cody's birthday. So sweet. He was so tuckered out after my oldest's birthday. So I had to journal that. Then I'm going to come back in with a Pebbles roller date stamp and then stamp the date. Just using some, I think it's archival ink, I think is what I'm using there. And then I'm going to come in with some color shine. I always put the Ranger matte down because I don't want to get my On my desk I have a white piece of paper. I don't want to get it too dirty, although they're cheap at the Dollar Tree. I can pick them up more, but it's winter here and I don't feel like doing that right now. So yeah, I'm just going to sprinkle the color shine all over the page. I'm also going to come back in. I made a couple messes and some of those drops are pretty juicy. So I'm going to suck them up with just a napkin. So yeah, I got a little of the gold shine, actually quite a bit, a lot of it on the star there. Luckily it's a gold foil, so it was easy to clean it off, so that's what I do. And yeah, that pretty much finishes up my layout. I just want to say hi to all my new subbies. I'm so excited. I had quite a bit new subbies right now, so happy, so thrilled. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Bye!